Do not judge me by my successes. Judge me by how many times I fell down and got back up again. It always seems impossible until it's done. One cannot be prepared for something while secretly believing it will not happen. Resentment is like drinking poison and hoping it will kill your enemies. There is no passion to be found playing small, in settling for a life that is less than the one you are capable of living. As I have said, the first thing is to be honest with yourself. You can never have an impact on society if you have not changed yourself. Everyone can rise above their circumstances and achieve success if they are dedicated to and passionate about what they do. Sometimes it falls upon a generation to be great. You can be that generation. We must use time creatively and forever realize that the time is always ripe to do right. There is a universal respect and even admiration for those who are humble and simple by nature, and who have absolute confidence in all human beings irrespective of their social status. I learned that to humiliate another person is to make him suffer an unnecessarily cruel fate. Even as a boy, I defeated my opponents without dishonoring them. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Where you stand depends on where you sit. After climbing a great hill, one only finds that there are many more hills to climb. It is not where you start, but how high you aim that matters for success. There can be no keener revelation of a society's soul than the way in which it treats its children. If you talk to a man in a language he understands, that goes to his head. If you talk to him in his language, that goes to his heart. I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. Those who conduct themselves with morality, integrity, and consistency need not fear the forces of inhumanity and cruelty. May your choices reflect your hopes, not your fears. Difficulties break some men, but make others. No axe is sharp enough to cut the soul of a sinner who keeps on trying, one armed with the hope that he will rise even in the end. What counts in life is not the mere fact that we have lived. It is what difference we have made to the lives of others. When a man is denied the right to live the life he believes in, he has no choice but to become an outlaw. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear. A good head and a good heart are always a formidable combination, but when you add to that a literate tongue or pen, then you have something very special. I am fundamentally an optimist. Whether that comes from nature or nurture, I cannot say. Part of being optimistic is keeping one's head pointed toward the sun, one's feet moving forward. There were many dark moments when my faith in humanity was sorely tested, but I would not and could not give myself up to despair. That way lays defeat and death. No one is born hating another person because of the color of his skin, or his background, or his religion. People must learn to hate, and if they can learn to hate, they can be taught to love, for love comes more naturally to the human heart than its opposite. For to be free is not merely to cast off one's chains, but to live in a way that respects and enhances the freedom of others. It is what we make out of what we have, not what we are given, that separates one person from another. If you want to make peace with your enemy, you have to work with your enemy. Then he becomes your partner. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. Like the gardener, a leader must take responsibility for what he cultivates. He must mind his work, try to repel enemies, preserve what can be preserved, and eliminate what cannot succeed.